Hey, welcome to Reduce CO2 Now. And today we are talking about what is our strategy. Well, first off, Reduce CO2 Now is not really like your normal kind of thing. We are not just here to raise awareness, to say somebody has to do something. No, we are really bringing some new ideas to the table. So, we have quite a unique strategy. We say we want to grow in social media. We want to have all kinds of languages around the world, like 100+ languages. We are developing solutions which are systems based. So we look at the whole world as a system and we develop solutions which really make a difference on a global scale. And then we also do like software development and game development and other stuff. So let me just go and talk you through our core strategy. How is it right now? So first of all, our basic is to build social media channels in English, because English is like the world's language. We are going to use it. Everybody in our project really speaks English to a good extent. So the English channels are like our baseline. And we already have like a channel out on Reddit, which is like really full and there's lots of stuff and it gives a very good credibility. That's like one part of the strategy. We are not like out there to go for the most followers right now. No, what we go for is we want to show credibility. What we are doing, the solutions that we make. We don't need, in the first step, we don't need to hunt for followers. No. What we want to do is we want to show that how the whole system works and grow this and not look at the followers right now. The followers are going to come when this is really sound, because they are going to come in later stages. It's like the growth will be slow and then it's going up. It's like, for example, the Reddit platform was like this, putting out stuff, using it more. And then suddenly people are already coming, and we didn't really do anything really to publicize the platform at all. So we could have like thousands or tens of thousands more followers, but we don't want. We just want to grow, get our stuff done, know how it works. So followers are not our core concern right now, not in the first place. So first we look to build our social media channels in English. And for example, we are going to do it on LinkedIn. We have Reddit, like a discussion platform, really interactive. LinkedIn is more like to publish stuff, which is like well thought of, like core strategies and so on, to publish papers. LinkedIn we use, to connect together and so on. So Reddit, LinkedIn, and they already are there. Then we have a website. The website allows us to also get people entering our newsletter. The website is not in terribly good shape right now, but the website is really simple. You call it up and then you have you can use this to talk to anybody and enroll them into that something has to be done. It's really about facts and figures and then getting connected. And then of course we are having a TikTok channel, which is regularly producing stuff. Yeah, TikTok, Instagram. We want to have Twitter, X, and Facebook and all these others. We want to also fill with English-speaking channels, which are like the core and main channels. And we want to build a whole mechanism there, like a writing team, which is producing content, and a graphics team, which is producing graphics, and then that everybody can use this and we work together. That's like the core thing right now. And the English channels are one thing, but they are only let's say maximum 10 or so of networks we're going to use in the beginning. Huh? So that's foundation credibility. And we have already the Reddit channels really full, the LinkedIn also quite nice, for what is needed there. It's representation, that, credibility, English. So now in parallel, because for our solutions to work, we have to speak to the whole world. And that's why we already have channels in languages like Kiswahili, Turkish, all kinds of languages we want to have. And now this is really one thing. In parallel, we are developing our English-speaking channels, and in parallel we are starting getting people on board who are doing all these international languages. So all kinds of languages around the world. We want to have 100, maybe 200 languages and then represented over various networks. Why? Because we want to have people from that culture speaking to the people in a certain area, in that culture, and adjust like our international content and our stuff to the localized version, if ever needed. If you're just talking about facts and figures, you might not be changed much. But if I talk about, let's say, diet and food to people in the United States and Europe, speaking English, that might be not the same message, is probably not relevant for somebody who is living in a part of the world where there is famine or where the people just have very little to eat. So different situations, so that it's localized and people who are running these channels know how the situation is. So we really bring out the messages to the people around the world. So very important, step one, English, and in parallel we are going this. And then we have to really find out how the whole interaction works. It's like a big experiment, and we are all volunteers. There's like lots and lots of people in the end. Maybe we have like 1,000+ channels in the end. So that's like what we are building. We're building this machine, and we don't have to have lots of followers right now. No, we just like, everybody is growing them and so on. But, our main thing is not running after followers. Our main thing is running after that we are like a coherent kind of thing, a coherent representation which is developing trust, that there is like solutions. So now, step number 2. So the foundation is social media and getting reach and awareness. So and we're building this machine, the social media machine. In parallel, we have like 3 core solutions. One is how to make fossil fuels more expensive. So we are working there on something what we call the fossil fuel storage fund. It's like an investment fund. So there's one thing, how to make fossil fuels more expensive. That's our thing on the whole world. Number 1. Number 2 is CO2 capture. We want to capture CO2 and put it back in the ground. So that's done best with Mother Nature. So we take the green stuff and put it back in the ground. So we burn the black stuff, and burn that. So now we take green stuff in liquid form or in solid form and we bring it back to the ground. Very important. And that has to be done around the world in the end by millions and millions of people. That's why we have this international network, that we can communicate with people who don't really know much about all of these, but we can communicate. Why? Because we develop this whole network and we get them ready and say, hey, you can do and earn money because we do something, we call it eBay for carbon credits right now. So that's like one of the things. And then like the third solution is food diet, so develop a CO2 diet. And then we also want to, let's say, market this diet. We're going to help this by developing an app and building a network of people who can earn money by being personal trainers for those who want to do the CO2 diet. There we have like Amazon for services, that somebody, let's say, in a low-income country can make a telephone call, let's say, daily for €1 per call. And you pay that person like maybe 30 euros per month. That person just needs like maybe 5 to 6, 7 customers, and they only make more money by just making short calls on the telephone than going to a factory. That's a cool thing. We're doing and we're changing world economy there. That's one thing. So that's like solution. These are solutions. So like the basic social media, then we are developing the solutions. So do we have a legal entity for this? No. And why not? Well, the thing is, our legal entity would be straightforward if we do something like, I don't know, Greenpeace or the Red Cross or something like this. We are just a charitable organization and so on. But guess what? We are building an investment fund. We are doing something like eBay and we are doing something like Amazon. That is not really so straightforward how to set up legal entities. Maybe we need more. Maybe we need one. I don't know yet. We need some lawyers and people on board who look into this. How does it all work out? And what kind of thing do we need? When we have such a legal entity, then we can like accept donations and get money in. When we get money in, we can use this to amplify our reach. You know, we are like putting the afterburner on because, you know, right now we are not spending money on ads. We are just learning how to have our whole machine work. We're not wasting money on ads. No, when we have our machine running, boom, then we can really start putting money into ads and see that we grow this. And then we have like a whole network of channels already working together. Yeah, and so first credibility, solutions, and so on, and then afterwards we are going to start pushing the lever forward. That's when we have a legal entity. Also, we are going to build a global network. So we are going to work together with organizations, other movements, influencers like this. Again, credibility. You know, if they see, oh, they have so many things, they're doing this and they're talking about this and they're having all that, yes, people want to work together with us. They already want to work together. You are all here because you want to work together with this project. Yeah? So it's a very, very enrolling mission because it's needed. And we are delivering a solution. We are not saying, oh, it's all bad. No. We're saying, hey, it's really simple. We are going to turn climate change around. As simple as that. We just have to implement certain things. And that's why we first need to have our credibility, you know, that people can check us out and say, oh, that's really what they're doing, what they say. And they didn't even spend money on this, but we are putting the lever forward. And then imagine like a person like Taylor Swift would be saying, hey, you know, these guys are doing an incredible job. Check them out, follow them, help them to, boom, the whole thing go through the roof. Yeah? Because we just need to find some influencers who are going to push this. And we're like going after the influencers as well. So, but our main thing, the main priority in the beginning is not the followers. You know, it's a lot of people, we want to have so many followers. No, we don't need them right now. First is let's get our credibility, let's get our stuff sorted out, and then, you know, fill our channels with stuff and then push them. So, and in parallel, we are doing development of our application. You know, so the application is also going to support these missions and solutions. So it's going to help us. It's also a possibility to get money in, but also really like to support people and make it available to people that they really like this application, that is delivering value. We give value and they can use it for free and we get more reach. That's like the application is also like a certain channel. Okay. And then we also have games, which is like really games are also like a channel, like a social media channel. Really, it's like a rules-based kind of thing, and it's usually has to do something with fun, emotions, and music, and all these kind of things. What you have in games, it's really like to be fun and ease and play. That's why we have games. It's just one other way to engage people around the world. And again, our operating cost for the whole thing is like one of our strategies. We don't pay anybody. We don't pay salaries. You know, that makes like transparency really, really good. And, you know, quite a cool thing because our operating costs and like development costs for the games aren't really that high. So we can give them away for free where other people can't. Good. So it's really like step-by-step approach, you know, and our core thing is not running against followers. You know, it's like really our core thing is running credibility, knowing how everything works together, get the people and the team together who regularly work there, and know how it's done and so on, and grow and grow and grow. And then I guarantee you it's going to explode. It's like, you know, the Reddit. If you're running after the followers on Reddit, they're not going to come. It's just like they're coming by itself. I don't do anything really to make anybody channel on Reddit. So that's like the cool thing. And then we have all the different platforms working together. The followers are going to come. What we are doing is a step-by-step focused approach. And of course, we are going to work and adjust on this approach. It's not that it's like a cast in stone. We're going to work on it. Thank you very much for watching. Please follow the channel.